welcome back to Women Carry Knives. What are we taking a look at today? Well, today we have got the Kubey Drake, the KU310. Now this runs for about $100. It is a max stitch up design. I just screwed that up. This has been a really fun knife. Now, you know, once in a while I feel like Kubey comes out with something that they do really good on. I'm liking this one. It is a flipper, a very snappy flipper too, I might add. What are you going to get for your $100? Well, you're going to get an S30B blade. You're going to have this great flat grind, and this is actually a sand blasted finish. So it is a very nice, smooth finish. Your handles on here are going to be G10. Your clip is going to be stainless steel. And this is going to be a liner lock. Now, your liners are nested in here, which is really nice. I like that because I like the look of it. I think that's really nice. It comes very nice, pardon me, very nicely centered. As I said, it is a liner lock, and you're looking at about, I'm going to call it about 10% lockup on this, which is not bad at all. This does run on bearings. Now, you kind of have, you can't really spidey flick this one out because the detent is very strong. I think if we played, well, yeah, there you go. If you get your finger just right, you can actually spidey flick it. This has been very stiff, so as long as I can get in there just right, I can absolutely spidey flick it. It does run on ceramic bearings. I don't know if I said that. Your screws and your pivot are all going to be stainless steel. As I said, it is only $100, so that is not bad for that. You have just enough grip or milling on your G10 here to give you just enough grip on this knife, which is really nice. And I'm really loving this size. Now, your pocket clip is very, the retention on it's really good. I am loving that. And I am loving how nice and low it sits. You can see that. It sits nice and low. Okay. Slides in and out of the pocket very well. Now it does, for me, it does catch the pocket just a bit, but it is not so much of a problem. Now this is an ambidextrous design. However, because your pocket clip is curved the way it is, well, I guess if you reverse it, it'll still work. Yeah. I've been pretty happy with this one so far. I'm not actually sure where this one came from, if this is Therapeutic Edges or if it was actually someone who sent it in for review. But, you know, as I said, I don't have a problem with Kubey. I actually like Kubey knives, and I like the fact that it is very budget friendly. You have a great finger choil area on here. As you can see here, your flipper tab is going to have the jimping. Your liner lock is also going to have the jimping there. And it is just a little recessed or inset there a little bit so that it is easier to get to, if you can see that there, which is nice. Especially, you know, when I have nails, it makes it much easier to get to it. So I do like that. You should always move your hand when you're flipping your knife so you don't hit it and can't open it. You do have some great jimping back here on the back of your blade there, which is nice. This is not a knife that I personally would put on a lanyard. However, the way that it is built, you do have the ability to put it back here on your kind of your little lanyard pin or your little lanyard barrel, whichever you prefer to call it. I made a comment on another knife that I'd had that I like how it was actually on the More My Leah, and I liked how the ability to put your lanyard a little bit further back on the blade was there. Sometimes I feel when it's too far back, I don't know that I like it. Although I don't really use lanyards anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, your liners, as I said, they are nested in there. They also are milled out, so it's going to make this knife just a little bit lighter. It's pretty light for its size. It is pretty light. I am really actually impressed with that. Now, if I want to hold it backwards, you can see there, I can get a full 4 fingers on it, of course, because it is, you know, a larger size. If I want to choke up on it, I can actually get, you know, a couple more fingers on there if I had them. If I did, that would actually be a problem. why don't we take a look at the specs on this? All right. So we are looking at a 3.5-inch blade with about just over a 3-inch, we'll call it 3 1/16 cutting edge. Not bad. Your length on your handle is going to be 4.5 inches, maybe just a little bit, a hair under, which is going to give you an overall length of what they call 7.87 inches. So just a little bit shy of 8 inches. Now, for a knife this size, you would think that it would be fairly heavy. It is actually not. This is just over 3.5 ounces, so it comes in at 3.64 ounces, which is a really good light weight for a knife. I mean, I'm surprised. I thought it would be heavier, but it is not. If we take a look at it next to a comparison, I'm not sure where the bug out is right now, so let's take a look at it next to the RSK. You can see I consider this to be a medium-sized knife. I'm going to call the Kubey, the Drake, a full medium size. What else do we have too? We've got a rat here. We can take a look at it next to that. So I do consider the rat to be a large size. Most of you do too. So you can see this is close, but this is still going to be what I would call a medium-sized knife. Very comfortable too. So ergonomically, it is very comfortable because it's got more of that rectangular shape that I love. Now, it does have a bit of a curvature to it. But I think, to me, this one actually makes it a little bit more comfortable. Now, the length on this one, because it is a little bit longer, this is going to be, if I'm not wearing, you know, my 501s, then it's definitely going to have to sit in my pocket diagonally. It is not a deep carry. As you can see here. It's so funny, I'm using a Kaiser envelope. But as you can see here, you can see how much is hanging out. So you've got a good 1/2 inch hanging out of pocket, just under 1/2 inch, which, you know, really isn't a big deal, especially when you have to carry it sideways because your women's jeans suck. So this is one I would tend to carry more. I would actually even throw this in my purse, but I would tend to carry this either in my back pocket or my waistband. Because sometimes carrying them, you know, sideways or diagonally in the pocket because it's so shallow is not as comfortable. This one, as a medium size, I have been super happy with it. As I said, I love the curvature of the knife. I love the curvature of the blade. It's got just enough upsweep on there that you can really, I mean, you can rest it. It's a good little chopper. It's great for pull cuts, and it's great for, for stabbing things to cut them open, as in, you know, boxes or whatnot. I have used it for a while. As I said, the pocket clip in hand is an absolute dream. It is not a sore point at all whatsoever. It is absolutely comfortable. I love the fact that I can choke up on this one and just get a nice wide grip on it, because that is really nice, especially if I'm cutting open boxes. I like to be able to, you know, kind of get in there and just... So this thing has been super sharp. You can see I'm barely even touching it. And it's cutting open the envelope with ease. So this has been really great. And again, it is S30V blade. S30V blade. I need to slow down on my talking there. And, you know, I'm not always a huge fan of Kubey, but they do come out with knives that I really do enjoy. And I think lately I've been really enjoying what they're coming out with. So you guys know I've been trying to do a lot more of the budget-friendly knives, because I know that there's a lot of people still that are on budgets. So it is much nicer to be able to offer something like this that is budget-friendly. Hold on a second, you guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody was coming up the stairs to the door, and the dog does not like it. Lola, come here. All right, you guys. Well, that has been a look at the Kubey Drake, the KU310. As I said, it goes for about $100. And, you know, I feel like it's really worth it. It's a great budget-friendly knife. It has done everything I've asked it to do. I may even try using this one for a little wood whittling. So, but I have not done that yet. Do me a favor, you guys, hit that like button on the way out. It does help the channel. If you are not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button for me. I'd love to have you guys here all the time. The channel is growing. It's doing really well. I thank you all so much for your support. As always, please feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section. You know I love talking to you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.